I'm Paul Dyer. I'm the CEO of United Cloud Partner Services. And I was a practicing rep in the field for many, many years, and not just one that made out okay. I was a top of the table industry insider, selling way more than average in the financial services industry, on the cover of magazines and writing for different magazines. You might have seen this cover when I was on the Senior Market Advisor. A lot of people know me as the skydiving financial advisor. A little bit of an idiot, and so yeah, I do this on a regular basis. But that isn't going to help you. So what I'm here to tell you about and show you is one of our toolboxes of advisor marketing tools. And so today on the call, I want to make sure to cover everything that we sent you in our invitation to this. I'm going to cover recession-proof marketing, marketing that will not break during the coming recession. And I've been around a long time. This is my 42nd year in this industry. I've been through 1987 and Black Monday and the Twin Towers and the mortgage collapses and all of these different black swan events over time. There's a lot of marketing that just plain shuts down and doesn't work at all. And there's a lot of marketing that continues to work and work brilliantly. And so we've got a giant collection of those tools that can weather any storm, and we're going to show you those. And then the more important thing is that our marketing is automatable and delegatable. Automatable, delegatable. And that's super important if you really want to get your practice to a megastar level. It's by not being your own rainmaker. And it's a big mistake that I've seen in the industry for many, many years. I was a local NAIFA chapter president, and we'd have meetings and see the same faces every month. And then all of a sudden, a face that was a usual face wouldn't be there. And I'd inquire, and they'd say, well, gee, his spouse got cancer and he's by her bedside, but he's kind of out of business now, or some tragedy of life. And we all live day in, day out with COVID and family and illness and things that keep us from being able to market. And so once they stopped their marketing funnel and it dried up because they're their own rainmaker, then business is gone. Everything we're going to show you is able to be delegated and automated so that it's somebody else's responsibility. And even if you can't go to your business, the business will be going on. And so unless you're a lone cowboy nothing can fix the fact that if you can't work, you can't work. Anybody that's got an office, a staff, even a one part-time person can give these responsibilities and have them run effectively and have a full calendar. And it's just about knowing what kind of marketing is automatable, delegatable. So that's what we're going to cover in our MAP contracts. So I do want to just spend one more second on this so you understand the difference. MAP is a product, it's not a company. So our company is United Cloud Partner Services. And we have 5 different types of toolboxes for different kinds of licensing and different kinds of compliance in our industries. So if you're an insurance only licensed person, we have a toolbox for that. If you're a IAR RIA 65, we have a toolbox specifically for SEC regulation compliance based marketing. If you're a broker dealer, we have a toolbox just for that. So we've got different people in our industries. We've got CPAs that use our services. We've got attorneys that use our services. We've got different arrangements, and we understand your needs and your compliance restraints, and we've organized these products based on those needs. But today, again, we're going to focus on MAP. And so what do we do in MAP that's so different than all the FMOs, IMOs, BDs, RIAs, marketing departments that you have access to? And the answer is that we live and die by our own sword. So what do I mean by that? Our marketing systems have to work because we're a subscription service. You subscribe to us, you pay us a fee, And then we give you world-class marketing that made my practices hugely successful, and they're fully automated. I don't go there. There's leads coming in. They have nothing to do with my day-to-day, and it's all run by other people. So those secrets to success that we developed over a long period of time are in this toolbox. And so you pay us a subscription to it rather than giving us contracts. We are not here to recruit you. We do not want your Allianz contract. We don't want you to move anything anywhere. Wherever you're doing business, keep doing business where you want to do business. But we want to be your marketing back office, because the tools that we've developed are much more thorough, much more advanced than what you get for free when you hold a contract somewhere. So that's the whole idea, is you pay for success here, but nonetheless, it is success. And you keep your contracts where you want. You join us. We're your marketing arm. They're your fulfillment arm. They run your illustrations. They help you pick products. But we are in charge of helping you actually be successful day in and day out. And we have a very mature group of men and women in these companies. There's no Cub Scouts anywhere in MAP or in any of the United Cloud Partner Services. The people that you'll work with in our company know what they're doing, been around a long time, will understand the conversation they're having with you, are empowered to facilitate success and facilitate what you need, how you need it, when you need it. So that's our 6 minutes on what the company is and does, but let's get right into the meat and potatoes of how MAP works. So first of all, it's just like any successful financial advisor. He or she is going to have an intake process that they put their clients through. And so I challenge any of you to talk to the marketer that you've been working with in an FMO or IMO for years and years. Ask them if they know your grandchildren's name, or whether you have an S Corp or a C Corp, or really anything about you other than what they need to know. They probably know your spouse's name, and there's a little flag that comes up and they go, oh, I'm about to talk to Kevin and try to get him to sell some more Allianz for me. How's Carol? That's probably what they know about you. So to really be able to help an advisor, just like you, to help a client, you have to be able to go through a real questionnaire. So our step one when you join MAP is to have you go through an honest, complete self-analysis. We go through your licensing. We go through your product abilities and how you rate yourself based on the knowledge of different parts of our industry. We go through your legal structure. We go through your networking, who you're outsourcing to, what marketing tools you're using now, all your social media, websites. So we thoroughly understand you before we start making recommendations. And we know what to do with this information. So then once we have that information inside of MAP, and I'm going to actually log into the cloud that holds the toolbox, you'd have access to this, and this is live production. Inside our platform are 17 different marketing systems here. MAP 1, MAP 2, MAP 3, all of this. And those marketing systems all have the same abilities to be partially or fully automated, or partially or fully delegated. So that's the core value of all the marketing tools here, is there are things that you can set up that will run without you, that either staff can do or you can completely outsource and just have boom, 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 boom appointments on your calendar because you set up a process and somebody else is running that process for you. So there's always a little setup involved in anything that's automated or delegated, but once you get through those setup steps, things can be running with or without you at the helm, and not have you be your own daily rainmaker. So those 17 systems we break up into 4 categories. We have pre-retirees, retirees, small business owners, large business owners. So our goal, our objective is to say to you when you first start demoing and looking at MAP, What's your perfect client? Maybe you like to sell life insurance and you like to sell it to 60-year-olds that are about to retire, or maybe you like to get retirees and get the 401k rollovers, or maybe you're only like small business owners that have a $5 million net worth. Whatever it is that's your perfect client, we've probably got 2, but at least 1, and a lot of times 4 or 5 marketing systems in here where that's the kind of client that they generate. So we have you do a self-analysis with us. We understand the structures of your business in a very in-depth manner. Then we find out who's your perfect client. And then we might say, okay, based on everything we've learned about you and what we've done, we're going to help you roll out map 4, map 7, and map 8. Whereas the very next advisor in the process with different answers and different scenarios might be, okay, yeah, you need program 6, program 13, and program 14. So we have a toolbox, 17 processes, multiple processes for each category. And all of these are partially or fully delegatable or automatable. But the most important part is that we have a great customer care team, and they're not kids out of college that we just hired that don't know how to spell the words that you deal with day in and day out. We have a lot of 30 and 40-year veterans of this industry at the help desk, and those people understand what you're saying. You won't have to explain when you say, well, you know, this is a 1031 exchange or a 1035 exchange, and it's in a charitable remainder trust, and it's this and it's that. All of the high-end technical stuff that your marketer at your FMO goes, yeah, I still think we should do an annuity. They really understand what you're talking about, what you're doing, and can give you real help, real advice on a very broad spectrum. So no kids in the back office, and a great toolbox. The industry knowledge that was put into this platform is everything we developed as a private industry for about 30 years. And we support you very, very well with it. So the idea of this is that you've got things that are completely delegatable. I'll give you an example. Completely automated, and I can give you an example. So I'm not going to go through all 17, but I want you to not leave the call saying, well, he told us what he has, but he didn't show it, right? Can't show it all, wouldn't show it all on this short call, but for sure, let's go to an example. So automatable, just as an example, we have some of the best seminars, 9 in total in our system. And again, these seminars are being done right now by FMOs and IMO reps all over the country because they join us as a subscription service, and we're their marketing department, even though one rep is with one FMO and another rep's with another IMO. So all of these successful reps all over the country with different broker dealers, RIAs, insurance agencies, they're all using our stuff. And so that's what's important here is they've got the toolbox. So one of the seminars that we have is online based. It's completely recorded and automated in a way where when you do the mailer, it seems like it's going to be a live event. And so the audience gets the opportunity to come to the 2022 and in a few months, 2023, et cetera, tax and income planning strategies online event. And so we know how to get the people onto the seminars, and we know how to capture those appointments. We get about a 60 to 70% closing ratio on attendees. So how is that automated? We have you record a 3-minute introduction from your office one time of your guest speaker. And then we do a 3-minute recording of you wrapping up and taking control back from that guest speaker and going for the close, which is an appointment close, right? So they'll want to come and see you, whether it's online or in person, they'll want to engage you as a financial advisor. And so we record those one time. Sometimes it takes 15 takes to get it the way you like it, but we record them one time. And then we've already done the seminar and recorded it. So it seems like to them, they've been invited to a live event. They're coming into a live event online process. They're logging in, people are welcoming them. You come on, you introduce that you've got the best information they could ever have and your best speaker they could ever have. That speaker is not named as an outside party, it's like in-office staff. They go through the 90-minute education, you come back on, you close it, and then you ask them to make an appointment. You do it all as a package, it's recorded, it's processed, it's done, and then anytime you want appointments, you just say to the mail house, okay, mail this many invitations or get me 50 appointments, get me 30 appointments, whatever it is, and you give them the dates, and then you forget about it until your phone starts ringing because the whole process happened, right? So completely automatable, takes effort, takes setup, but then if you couldn't do a live seminar, you had COVID, you had to travel, you don't want to do live seminars day in, day out, you could say, I'm going to do 27 seminars this year, and all that means is the process is done 27 times, and you're just on the other end of the phone calls coming in and the appointments being set. So completely automatable, right? Another process that's not automatable, but it's very simple and it's delegatable, okay? This is something that no matter how new your staff is, even if you're hiring interns out of college, there's no way that they can have a problem with the process involved in setting up this particular marketing funnel, because all it is going into your database and running who's having a birthday the following month. So if you've got a prospect list and you've gathered data and you've got people's birthdays in your CRM, in your Redtail, Salesforce, Goldmine, whatever you're using, then your staff simply goes in and identifies who's got a birthday in the next 90 days. Those people, we have a process where they and 10 of their friends and relatives will come to a private event for you, but you have to actually attend the event and you have to spend 15 to 20 minutes at that event. So it isn't completely automatable, but it's delegatable. It's extremely low cost. There's no mailer, there's no fees involved. Each one of these events will cost you approximately $250, and you'll have a current client with 9 of their best friends, sisters, brothers, relatives, next door neighbors, whoever they hang with, at this event, and you have to spend 20 minutes at that event. And again, the closing ratio is between 55 and 65%. So usually 4 to 5 appointments coming out of each one of those processes. And so again, it's just about having things that you aren't the rainmaker. And then you delegate to us, this is the kind of client I want. And then from there, we help you figure out, of the giant toolbox, what are all the different processes that might work for you, show them to you, explain them, show you how they work, and then once we have agreement, you're going to use MAP Process 6 and MAP Process 9, then we help you execute. And again, with a subscription service, you have to keep in mind, if we don't make you successful, what's the chance that you continue to renew with our company? Right? So unlike an IMO, FMO, BD, RIA that gives you marketing, you've got contractual relationships with them. And whether their marketing that's given to you or leveraged to you is effective or not is generally in the back office of those organizations. You throw it against the wall and you see what sticks. And if you're not great at doing X, oh well. Even though you spent the money, the heartache, and you went without the production, you're not going to just up and leave them, because leaving takes a lot of legal effort, contractual movement. So you get less love than somebody that says, if I don't make you successful at the program I gave you, I shouldn't say gave you, I gave to you through subscription, then you're not going to keep subscribing. So we have a whole different level of skin in the game when it comes to making you successful. And there's a lot of things in here. We couldn't ever go through them all on a 30-minute call. We could barely go through them on a 30-minute demo, but that's what we'd like for you to do. If you're interested in what we offer and our processes, then I will give you one of these 17 marketing programs absolutely free. All of the content, all of the PowerPoint slides, all of the anything and everything you need, I will give you one of these programs completely free if you simply agree to taking a 30-minute demo so that we can spend some real time going through all these marketing processes. 60-minute demo, so I apologize. I got my tongue over my eye tooth and I couldn't see what I was saying. So it'll take 60 minutes to go through these and with any real 30,000 foot view and help you truly understand the power of that toolbox. And so we'll give you one of these programs for that time. We're not asking you to give your time for free. We're going to trade it. 60 minutes with us and an in-depth demo, and then we'll give you one of these programs, and all these programs work. So that's our offer, and all you do to take us up on that offer, and I'm not done yet, but I just want to cover this a few times, is that you go back to the MAP website. So how do you get to the MAP website? It's amapcloud.com, amapcloud.com. Or you can go to United Cloud's website, and that's ucloudps.com. And once you're on our mothership website, if you will, you just scroll down and then go to MAP. So either one of these will get you to MAP, and on MAP, our processes is described. We talk about our intake form that you need to fill out, right? So that we can help you. Then why us? And what is our back office and expertise? And then what's next? And what next? There's a click button for setting up a demo in Appointment Core. So a 60-minute demo, the second button, will get you on our calendars, and then we'll take a little more time. We'll go through the toolbox a little more thoroughly. Obviously, answer questions. Have this be two-way instead of one-way. And for that time, we will give you one of the 17 programs for free, whether you join us or not. So that's the whole idea of the MAP toolbox. Is it's a very powerful collection of financial client acquisition processes that can be used by insurance agents, IARs, RIAs, broker-dealer reps, CPAs, attorneys, to acquire the kind of client they want. And we care about the kind of client, and then help you set up a process that's somewhat automatable, fully automatable, somewhat delegatable, fully delegatable, because that is the problem in our industry. You spend too much time doing your own rainmaking. And I know, because in 1979, 80, 81, 82, I was my own rainmaker. And that's how long I've been in this industry. But in the mid 80s, I automated some processes. In the mid 90s, developed more, made them delegatable. And over time, we grew our practice to a tremendously large industry success. And now we've packaged everything that we did. Of course, we've updated programs with the times. We weren't using social media back in 1984, obviously. And some of our programs base their success on use of social media. So we've continued to evolve and develop new content like any good organization would. But it's all in here, and then we don't want you to change your contract. We don't want you to move. It's not the shiny penny, give us your Allianz and we'll give you X. It's you pay us a monthly subscription, and then we'll work as your marketing department you keep your relationship with the people that you're already doing business with for fulfillment, and together we can create a much more successful business model for you. And again, all of the programs in our system are recession proof because we've been through many recessions and we had to develop marketing that worked when other things stopped working. So again, online seminars may completely turn off during any particular event or in-person seminars. So that's not our only trick. We have 17 marketing systems, one of which is that automatable example, but we have other things that are not that and that won't break if marketing starts breaking, right? So that's the whole idea, is this should be your very last stop in developing client leads. We should be the last relationship you have, no matter if you switch broker dealers or switch RIA firms or switch insurance IMOs or FMOs in the future. You can keep us, take us with you, not interrupt the client flow that we've helped you develop, and just separate those two pieces of business because it's not successful to link them together. So we're coming up on the 30 minutes that I asked for. I really appreciate it. One more thing I'll share with you is our processes work. If you go to United Cloud's website and you click the testimonials tab, because we're not an IMO, FMO, BD, and we're not after your contracts, we're allowed to use testimonials. And so you can look at our website and there are testimonial after testimonial after testimonial going back years and years and years. And you can read what these advisors say, and you'll notice this advisor's using program 3, this one's using program 4, this one's using program 6 and 11. They'll tell you what they're doing and how it's been changing their offices for the better. So there's plenty of proof in the pudding out there. There are a lot of happy members of MAP and people that have permanently fixed the marketing dilemma, and you can be one of those people going forward. Smile through the recession when other kinds of marketing are failing. Stay with us and we'll stay with you, and we'll make these processes work. But it is a lot of work, and so it isn't for everybody. And it is a subscription service. You have to subscribe and pay us a fee annually in order to attend, and that fee is $29.95. So just shy of $3,000. Let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. $2,995 gets you the keys to the kingdom. But let's show you a little more of the kingdom. So again, go to MAP, go to What's Next, click What's Next, and we've got our phone icon, we've got our demo icon. Click that demo icon, select a 60-minute demo. Let us really slowly, methodically answer your questions, go through our marketing programs, and for that time, we will give you one of those programs. So appreciate your time today. Hope you got something out of this. And the key to the future of recession-proof marketing and automatable and delegatable marketing is people that have been there, done that, and we have. So join us. I hope to talk to you soon. All right, thanks.